Hello, and welcome to my presentation, The Protestant Reformation, using emojis, by me, Brendan Thiel. Now, we're going to be starting with the church and the state. Now, basically, this church right here was very powerful and money hungry. They were like popping bands everywhere, and taking money from the poor, and and they didn't even have any money in the first place, so they were even more poor. They were double poor. And so the church was using worldly acts to get this money. And yeah, like I said, they were taking money from the poor. Is that good? No, it was not. So, and then this guy comes along, Martin Luther. He was a theologist, and when he was walking home, he got struck by lightning. And so, Martin Luther was praying, and he was like, if I become a monk, no, wait, that's not right. If I don't die, then I will become a monk, and I will give my whole life to this faith. Basically. And so he didn't die, and he became a monk. Now, everybody was getting annoyed by Martin Luther because he just kept confessing these sins that he was doing. And so they just sent him somewhere else to this university, and he met this one monk. And basically what this monk was saying, that by faith alone that you will get to heaven. That means like fasting you didn't have to do. Well, you did have to do, but that's not how you get to, that's not the only way you get to heaven. Money and praying wasn't the only way that you went to heaven. And also, scripture will be the only one to teach you about this faith. And so Martin Luther comes back to see that the churches are making these people give them money so that their family members or them wouldn't go to purgatory. They would just go straight to heaven. But that's not how it works. So Martin Luther got mad, and he wrote a 95 thesis saying that this is not how it works, and if you follow me, I will teach you how it works. And this is how the Lutheran Church was born. And so everybody started a revolution because they were mad, and they just didn't go to that church no more. So the church was making those, paper. And so Luther was saying that the church needs to be equal, and that by scriptures you can learn about faith. Oh yeah, so this praying hands, I'm using that for prayer and faith, just so you know. And so Luther's idea has spread specifically to King Henry VIII. And so King Henry, called him up, and he was like, you need to get over here now. And Luther was like, all right, see you there. And Luther was like, so what happened, bro? And King Henry was like, why you gotta do this, man? I gotta be making this money off these churches. And Luther was like, but this is not how it works. The people have to know that the only way to get to heaven is by faith. And Henry was like, I don't care, get this Lutheran teachings off my streets, so the peasants revolted. All right, so the peasants were making a revolution, this time with violence, and Martin Luther came back. He was like, no, this is how you do it. Let me show you how it's done, bro. And so while that's going on and he's showing them how it's done, the Peace of Augsburg is happening. And so basically all the kings are coming together and making a decision, a collective decision. And so they came to a decision that all their kingdoms will worship a religion that they want to worship, that their land wants to worship. And so, yeah, that went on. That happened. And so this other guy came along, which his name is John Calvin. And so he made his own church where he separates the saints from the sinners. So yeah, that happened. That was a great idea. You know what I'm saying? And so we're jumping back to Henry. We're jumping back to Henry, which he wrote to the Pope that he doesn't want Lutherans to like exist or something like that. And so the Pope doesn't even care about that. He was like, nah, did you not hear about the Peace of Augsburg? And and I guess he didn't, because, you know, I don't know where he was. So Henry VIII is looking for a way to bear a son by divorcing his wife. But he can't do it with the church he's part of. He needs to convert to Lutheran so he can divorce his wife. So he does that, and he finally has a son. But later down the line, they all die, even the son. And so Elizabeth the First becomes queen. And so we're gonna go to the Council of Trent. And so basically they help make decisions for the whole country. And so they helped stop abuse of worldly acts in the church. And yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.